What up with the wheelhouse, baby? You guys ready to hit it? You ready to get it? You ready to level up and get with it? Well, it's time to charge those batteries and get that money printer out because we are headed to the moon to stack chips and get paid out. Now, on this channel, no baby stepping, no line stepping, no loose talk, no second thoughts, and definitely no maybes. And like I always say, green lights to the beach, baby. All right. How is everybody? How is everybody's week? Hope you guys had a good week in the markets, both the crypto and the stock markets. I know things were down. I know things were down for a lot of people as well. Yeah, we'll go through all that. Wanted to just kind of talk about the overall market real quick and take a look at these indexes. Sorry, I had something in my eye there. I've been warning you guys. I've been letting you guys know, historically, when the Fed uses this particular thing in their playbook, which is literally from their playbook, if you historically know exactly how this stuff works, this is like identical to what the Fed has done many times in the past, right before a bull run ended, a bear run started, and a recession started. Sorry to say, but it doesn't matter, guys. I made over 100 G's this week. I've been on podcasts, I've been on YouTube, I've been on TV. Everybody's losing money. And I'm going to explain why I made money and everybody is struggling. And you don't have to lose money anymore. I'm going to get through that. But what I wanted to talk about was when the Fed raises rates, okay? And when they raise rates 3 times, specifically 1, 2, 3 in 1 year, or there's an or in there. They either raise rates 3 times or they announce that they're going to. That has always been the end of a bull run, end of a bear run, and 80% of the time out of the last 13 recessions was a recession. Now, there's also 13 other things that identify at the top of a market, and we were at 9, and I think we're at 10 now. So we're pretty much there, okay? And I've been saying for a long time, I told you on this candle, move your money to cash. Everybody's freaking out. I watched all the YouTubes. I told you guys even back here, move your money to cash. Okay, this is like when I started the Discord, was like right in here, and I was telling everybody. People started signing up, and now I told you the other day, I was like, guys, get out of the NASDAQ. And I made a video on recessions, and I made a video on don't get tricked by all this green, and I told you about all the Wall Street tricks, and I told you about all that stuff, and here we go. I was correct again. It's not that I'm like, hey, I'm right, I told you. I don't care about that. I'm just trying to help you guys because I know about this particular topic really, really well. This is what I studied. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing for nearly 20 years, okay? I know about this particular topic, okay? The guys on Bloomberg and CNBC and the other YouTube channels, they're starting to figure it out. But I will tell you exactly what is going to happen. And I know how it's going to happen and how it's going down because it is literally picture perfect. It's supposed to happen this way. Remember I was telling you the market was propped up, there was COVID, you had to stay at home, they sent you checks, the checks went into the market, and and then so it was manufactured and propped up. Well, they're going to take that out. And, if institutions and funds have already pulled out $6 trillion from the market, well, guess what? You and me, we're not going to be able to hold it up. So it's going to come down. And I told you when railroads and heavy equipment manufacturers go up, that's another thing. That's the end of all the bull runs, And I believe that we're in phase 2 of phase 3. And I believe that the bear run has already started. Always another thing that always happens is the Russell and the small caps, they fall first, and they fall many months before the rest of them, okay? And you're going to need the NASDAQ, and you're going to need the SPY and the Dow, or the NASDAQ and the Dow to come down. And right now you have the NASDAQ. The Dow is holding in there, and the Dow is the strongest. Remember, the Dow is the strongest, but the Dow is also the first one that leads you down into the rabbit hole. Rabbit hole meaning a crash and a recession. Do not worry about it. Seriously, I got your back. I have it figured out. Literally, I am making so much money. I showed you the other day when the minutes came out. I had a plan. If this happened, I had a whole watch list of things to go long on. If this happened and it started coming down, I had a whole bunch. I made $55,000 in an hour and a half. As the words, as the information was coming out on the news, I literally had a whole plan. Short, 55 grand in an hour and a half. Then I sold all my longs, which kind of sucked because I had a bunch of stuff I liked, but I'm not emotional with my stocks, and nor should you guys be. And I made a video about how to cut losses. We're going to talk about that stuff later. Okay, we're going to talk about, this is going to be like a sequel to that video, which was the #1 pro tip for winning big in the stock and crypto markets. You guys got to watch that video. You got to watch the recession videos. You got to watch all my videos because I'm literally laying it down for you guys. I really think that other YouTubers that are teaching huge amounts of people need to like literally subscribe to my channel, watch my channel, learn from it, and come in the Discord and actually take my courses because they're giving so much bad advice. It's ridiculous. I could save you guys a ton of money and help you make a ton of money. Listen, the market's going to come down, okay? It is what it is, guys. Whatever. The housing market's going to come down. It is what it is. Businesses are gonna not flourish. They're going to come down. GDP is going to stop. Supply chain issues are going to go on. There's going to be tensions with there's going to be economic slowing. Commodities are going to change. The bond market. There's going to be all this stuff that happens, but none of it matters. None of it really matters. All that matters is my system and you having some money to trade, having it in front of you, and literally doing it every single day. And you can make money. I had a good week. It wasn't my best week ever, but I did about 100 grand, okay? And all I did was, well, I do what I do, and I do know a lot. But I mean, I sit here and I trade momentum. I trade in the system. I have specific entries, specific exits. And that's how I do it, So I can teach you that. I will teach you that. I've been helping you on YouTube. I'm helping people in the Discord. I'm doing the Wheelhouse Wednesdays group trainings, which I'm recording those for members. And then look, if you become a Jedi, all the BS stops. You look at your portfolio and you see it going down. That stops. That stops. Okay. You don't know how to choose a stock? Well, that's going to go away. You're going to learn stuff you never thought of and never heard of when you take my courses. Seriously. And there's like going to be hundreds of them. I am relentless and not stopping. In fact, all weekend I'm working on more courses. These are sick courses too. They're very, very, very thorough. Not just, technical analysis or my indicators or settings or probability system, but I mean, everything about markets too. Like everything, how to navigate them, how to spot the tops, how to short them, options, like just, everything from blended earnings to secular rotations. I mean, just it goes on and on. I don't want to get all into it. It's very, very deep. It's $99 a month. Do you think that $99 a month is a lot of money? If you do, you shouldn't be in the stock market. You shouldn't be in the crypto market. You should go away and you should go get 3 jobs and figure it out. And when you think $99 is not a lot of money for education to better your life and become something for your family so that you can help them and help yourself. The reason you got into investing was to make money, right? You didn't get into investing for another reason, I'm sure. You got into it to make money. Well, that is what I'm going to help you do. I'm going to show you a way to make money. Doesn't matter if the market comes down. It doesn't matter if the market goes up. Doesn't matter if there's a crash. Doesn't matter if there's a ship caught in the Suez Canal. Doesn't matter if there's a political situation. Doesn't matter if there's a tension. Doesn't even matter if there's a freaking war with my system. None of it matters. What matters is you will need to sit in front of a computer. You will need to understand some technicals, which I teach you. You will need to understand the system, and you will need some money to trade with, and that's about it. And before you know it, your money will amass, and over time. Now, we are doing the Jedi challenge in the group right now in the Discord. It's free to get in the Discord, and if you are maybe wanting to join as a Jedi to do the courses and get the one-on-one coaching with me and get the trade alerts, great. But maybe you're on the fence. Get in the Discord. The link is in the description. Come in the Discord. Ask people, what do you think of Chris? What do you think of his courses? Is it helping? I'll tell you right now, I just had a full-blown spike in memberships. Not just monthly memberships, but annual memberships. People are upgrading from the monthly to the annual like nobody's business. I had 3 of them today. It's like people are doing it because they want to better their lives and they're learning a lot. People don't stay subscribed on a monthly subscription if they're not learning, and people unsubscribe if they don't want to learn when there's things to be learned. You see what I'm saying? They're not really like 100% focused. So I can teach you how to make a lot of money, guys. All right, now look, enough of that. Now, I had told you guys I didn't like what I was seeing here on the index. I moved everything to cash. I shorted everything, and I would close those shorts if the market changed. Well, I did. I closed all those shorts, and then I took a whole bunch more longs, and then I took a whole bunch more shorts, and I'm going. I had like 90 trades since my last video, and I'm up a lot more money. I showed you I was up like 56 grand or something like that. Well, now I'm up closer to 100, and that was 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it, and all I'm doing is exactly what I'm telling you I'm doing. That I am not doing anything else. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not some wizard. I literally just study charts. I've come up with this probability system. I'm following it. That's it. Literally, that's it. I enter when this happens. I exit when that happens. And I just rinse and repeat over and over and over. And I get a whole bunch going one direction, a whole bunch going the other direction. Or like maybe it's more easy to explain this way. Take a stock, one stock. Think of it in your head, whatever it is. When this one thing happens, you buy it, and then it goes up. And if this happens, you sell it, and then you go short, okay? And then when this happens, you buy it, and you go long. And you just do that the whole way all freaking year, all year long, and you compound your money. And when people are like, oh, I get 7%, oh, 10%, so all you can get, bullshit. I'm already way past that in like 4 days. Like this year, I plan to stack like 20 mil just in stocks, and probably just as much when I buy real estate, and probably another 50 mil when we hit the bottom and I come back up. Like no child's play, no training wheels, no BS. Like this is like real deal. Like let's make some money stuff. But you got to listen to me. You got to get in the Discord. You got to say to yourself, I want change. I'm tired of losing, and it's time to make some money. The biggest risk you have is $99. And if that's a big risk to you, then why are you in the stock market anyways? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The amount of knowledge I'm giving you is, I'm not kidding, 25, 50, 100 grand worth of knowledge for 99 bucks? Get out of here. It's ridiculous. Okay. So like I mentioned in that previous video, the number one tip for winning big in the stock market, you guys should probably watch that video, and I'm going to kind of add to some things that I was talking about in that video. It was basically about mitigating losses, and when you're a trader, you want to like have a maximum amount that you're willing to lose. It's kind of like, have you guys ever read that book, Emotional Intelligence? It's a very famous book. Well, basically in that book, it talks about like boundaries. You have to have boundaries of what you're willing and willing not to accept, like toxic behavior, or like if there's, if you attract certain behaviors or people, like you have to have boundaries to keep that behavior and those types of people out. It's that kind of thing. So when you trade, you want to understand, like your what you're investing in. Like if you're an investor, you definitely want to know what you're investing in. Fundamentals is critical, and I'm really big on that. It's the core of everything, honestly. And then you have technicals, and for trading, technicals are very, very important as well. And you're looking for like low risk and high reward, right? And so like something like that would be, well, this is probably not the best. Here, I'll just grab a stock here. Well, let's just make up a scenario here. So we had like this little, swing high, and there's like a little base breakout. Some volume happened. Let's say you saw that and you bought in on this candle. Well, it's low risk right here if you put your stop, and it's high reward. Hopefully, that's the thing. But you got to have not only a stop in there, but you got to have like maximum that you're willing to lose, right? And I went over how that's 8%. Now, I have been losing no more than 1.5% and cutting my losses. I'm like I told you, I'm like a rooftop assassin ninja. I don't play games. Like, I cut my losses quick and I let my winners run. I take my profits slow and I cut my losses quick, as they say. But you have to kind of think in terms of low risk, high reward. Maximum boundaries are what you're willing to lose. That number is 8%, no exceptions. You don't wait till the end of the day. You don't think it's going to rally. It's like having insurance, okay? You basically buy insurance for your health, for your car, and for your home. And let's say you buy fire insurance for your home and you pay for it. And that year, your house does not burn down. Are you mad that you paid for fire insurance? Was it a waste of money? No, it wasn't a waste of money, and you're not mad that you paid for fire insurance. In fact, you dig into your pocket and you go pay for it for the next year. Why? Because you're not hoping that the house burns down. You're preventing a catastrophic loss if it were to burn down. Well, that's what having a stop and a maximum loss point is. It's not that you want to get stopped. And honestly, if you had 10 positions with 10% and your max was 8%, and let's say you had 100 grand, you got 10 grand, you got 10 of those, and the most you can lose is 8%, and it hit the fan. There was a trade tower situation in New York again, some situation like that out of the blue. Well, you're going to be very happy you had your stop losses, and you're going to be very happy that all your money got moved aside and all you lost was 8%. I guarantee you that right now. But what is 8% of 100 grand? If all 10 of your positions dropped and hit those stops, you lost 8 grand. Well, guess what? You still got 92. Do you think that you can make it work with 92? You can make it work with 92, trust me. What you can't do is get down to like a 20% loss, because then it takes 25% of gains to break even. Or if you lose 25%, it takes 33% of gains to break even. Or if you lose 33%, it takes 50% of gains to break even. And if you are in margin, it's double. Remember, if you lose 20% and you're in margin, you lost 40%. If you lose 50%, you lost 100% in margin. So you have to have these rules, okay? And the reason that you have them is a low risk, say, I'm going to lose 200 to make 1,000. Well, it's 20%, and 20% risk, 80% upside, or what did I say? Down 1,000 or down 200 up 1,000. So yeah, it's like a 1 in 5. Okay, so you can basically, since you have 5 trades and you can lose 5 times, okay, if you lose 4 times and you win once, you break even. Okay? If you lose 3 times and win 2 times, you're profitable. The reason you have the max loss stop point is so that you have more trades on the system using technicals and leaders and a whole bunch of other stuff. And you have your everything is calculated and strategic so that you're able to continue to play the game. You're able to continue, because you won't win every trade. Sometimes you'll do everything perfect. I tend to do things perfect on almost all trades, and they don't all work, but they do work 7, 8 out of 10 times, which is incredible for all the traders that I know and have talked to. 7, 8 out of 10 is pretty darn incredible. And it wasn't always that way for me. Okay, there was times when I was like 1 out of 10, and then there was times I was 3 out of 10, and then which was good. I started making money. Then it was like 4 out of 10. Then I started really, really working on this thing for like 2 years, and lo and behold, I've gotten it way, way up there. And now I'm killing the game. Like literally, I'm killing the game, and I'm on YouTube to try to help you guys kill the game You talk about wanting to make money. You talk about a wealth transfer. That's me. I'm here to help you transfer wealth. I'm here to tell you all the dirty secrets that is going on behind the scenes you're not supposed to know, because I already know them. And then show you how, like, not only teach you that, but then teach you how to make a ton of money. Dude, it's crazy. So look, you want to have the low risk, you want to have the system, you want to have all these, opportunities to trade again, whether the market's good or bad. And that way you can try again. Okay, you successful people, a lot of people think that successful people are just lucky or they're right all the time. That's just not the case. Okay, that's BS. Successful people are successful because they work harder and they try more than the average person. So I had mentioned that Babe Ruth, he wanted the home run record so bad that he also held the record for most strikeouts of all time, because he was practicing so much to get the home runs. Okay? The Beatles, everybody knows the Beatles. The Beatles tried to get signed by every single record label in England and were denied. And they kept trying and they kept making music, and then until they got signed and became huge. Thomas Edison was working on the light bulb, for God's sakes. This guy tried 6,000 different things. Okay? And finally, he figured out that one type of bamboo, when you carbonized it, became the filament for the light bulb. So if he tried 6,000 different specimens, how many tests did he do on each? Was it a total of 50,000 tests to figure it out? Successful people work harder and they try more. Okay? And if you want to be successful and you want to win, then this is the system that wins. And this system is built on the back of the number one winning system that's out there. That's been, there was a study over 12 years of the 50 top systems. And this system won first place 12 years in a row. And when the S&P got 14.9% on average, this one did 2,763%. But when they made that system as incredible as it is, and it is the best system out there, hands down, I've read them all, I've tried them all, this is the best system and I love it, and it's what I used, and it's not mine. But I use that as the big thing, and then I created new stuff on top of it. So yeah, I use the ideas like the leaders for the watch list, and the earnings a specific way, and all these great things that are in that system. But then I do my technicals a different way on top. And some of the things were not invented when that system was created that are invented now. And if you guys don't know a lot about me, I've been an inventor. I've invented a bunch of different stuff. In fact, my father was an inventor as well. In fact, my father, I can't actually, I'm not allowed to probably talk about all that stuff, but yeah, I see things, and I'm very good with patterns, and I put things together, and I pretty much changed all the settings, and I did all these different things, and I just figured out stuff, and now I'm figuring out how to simplify it to explain it to people. For me, that's been like harder, but I think I figured it out by like just color coding things and trying to make it like easier for people. But look, back to cutting your losses. You got to do it. You can't wait till the end of the market or think it's going to rally. It's kind of like, have you guys ever heard that story, the turkey trap story? Well, if you haven't, I'll tell you the story. So there's a little boy, he's walking down the road, and he sees this guy, and this guy has like this turkey trap, and it's propped up with like a stick, and he's got the string, and he's got like a breadcrumb of a trail of corn, and there's like more corn inside, and like there's a big hinge on the top where he can get the turkeys out if he wanted, but it's closed, and basically the turkeys are following the corn, and they're going in there, and he's got a whole bunch of turkeys in there, and at one point he had like 12 turkeys in there, and it was a lot. He was gonna be able to like pay his bills. His wife was gonna be stoked. Like everything was cool, and but he basically he had a little bit more room in there, and he didn't want to like run up to the turkey trap because he was going to scare away the other turkeys. And he got a little greedy, and he was like, well, if I just wait, maybe other turkeys will go in there and it'll fill up. And he had 12 of them. And instead of turkeys going in there, one went out. So now he only had 11, right? And he thought to himself, man, I should have just pulled the string. I would have had 12. Well, I'm sure one will come back in. I'm sure another one will go in there and it'll be fine. Well, while he was waiting for that, 3 more walked out. And he's like, oh my gosh, I only have 8 turkeys left. I should have pulled the string. Now my wife is going to be upset. And the turkeys are so close to the trap, but if I run up to the turkey trap, they're going to run away. And there's still corn out there. There's still some corn out there. Maybe they'll go back in. I mean, I got 8, there's only been 4 that have gone. Maybe they'll go back in. Well, he waits, and that just keeps happening over and over and over until he has, like 2 turkeys left. So he lost 10 of the 12 turkeys. Let's just, call that like a big number, like 85% or something like that, right? So now he can't pay his bills, and now his wife's going to be mad and not make him dinner and, be nice to him or whatever. And he feels bad inside, and he regrets, not pulling the string, and taking what he had in there instead of being greedy and thinking that more were going to go in. Well, the point of the story is if you don't have a maximum stop loss and you think that your crypto is going to go up and you think that your stock is going to go up, you have to literally ask yourself, why? Oh, they got a new product. Great. So did AT&T in 1962 when they were worth $75, and then they dropped so much it took 20 years to get back to even. Okay? So you don't know if they're going to go back up. They go in the phases. Look at Alibaba. Lost $200 a share. Like 60% of all the stocks in the stock market have already lost 50% of their value from where they were 1 year ago, guys. So if you think that they're going to go up, ask yourself why. You don't care what the ticker is so much. You don't care. You just need to have the process. And the process is to cut your losses at a max of 8% so that you can get back in and trade more. Fight another day. And like I said, if you got 100 grand and you got 10 grand on 10 different stocks and you a missile hits, you lost 8 grand. You didn't lose 80 grand and you only have 20 left. You got 92 left. So you want to have some capital protection in there, okay? Now, I get it. Nobody likes to sell stocks. Nobody likes to sell crypto. We only like to buy them, right? And I get it. There's this old adage in Wall Street, there's 2 emotions in the stock market. There's hope and there's fear. And the problem is we should hope when we fear, and we should fear when we hope, And it's similar to like human psychology, hoping that the stock or crypto is going to go back up when really they should fear that they could lose it all, So, look. I really think that if you want to make money, like if you're really in the stock market to make money, and you've made it this far in this video, that's cool. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit the like and whatever. But look, if you really just want to make money, like this is what I do. I have a finance degree, okay, a business degree. I've owned many businesses that were highly successful. I've been a CEO of 3 global companies. I've been a CIO of an investment firm. I am a multi-millionaire. I'm sitting in a $3 million estate on the water. I'm here to crush the game. I'm not playing games. I don't care if the market goes up or down. Of course I want it to go up. I prefer that. I want everything to be happy and cheery. But I know that my system and the way that I do things will make money either way. I know that if there's a midterm or there's a rate hike or there's high inflation, then the system will just keep you on track. Like, you just follow the system. Like, if there's news and something comes down and you follow it and it says to sell, well, it's okay. But what you don't know is that when you enter correctly, 80% of all your problems go away, all your future problems go away. So again, following the system with the entries precisely and the exits precisely, and you're not going to win them all. You're going to win 7 or 8, but 7 or 8 out of however many trades. I do thousands and thousands and thousands of trades every year, but at least I feel like I do. I don't really know how many, but I know when I look at them, there's like pages and pages and pages. I mean, I think it was in my brokerage, it said pages 1 through 20, and then there was like a button that says see more. So I don't even know how many pages, but I do a lot. And you could ask the guys in the Discord, because in the Jedi simulator that we're doing, I already have like probably 300 trades in the last four trading sessions. So I mean, I don't mess around. Like, I trade, but I stick to the system, and I do it on a small time frame, so I'm trading faster. And the time frame has to do, in my system, the time frame simply has to do with the market environment. When the market is crazy volatile like it has been, and it's like shotgun style, and like it's rotations within rotations, and there's just no, like, you don't know where it's going hour to hour, well, yeah, just back it down to a smaller time frame and trade in and out on the system. Works on all time frames. Sure, I prefer different styles, but I know every style. I'm like a Shaolin warrior or a UFC fighter, even though I'm not a fighter. I like, how like UFC fighters, they'll be like, yeah, I know Muay Thai kickboxing. My friends are into that stuff. But like, these guys, when I go to his house and I'm watching these fights, they're like, they have like 4 or 5 black belts in like different styles. Well, that's me. I have like 5, 6 black belts in different styles. I can position, I can swing, I can day trade, intraday trade, I can advance. I can do all kinds of stuff. I can like reverse trades. I'm non-emotional. I'm like, I have everything like figured out because I've been doing it a long time. Like, I'm just, I'm not new to this. That's why I'm not worried about this. And that's why I've been building this system for this, because I knew this was coming back in 2020 when we first got COVID. And I was like, oh man, like, I took all the best of the best ideas, and then I plugged them in, and I was using those, and those were working in the right market. Those don't work in this market very well, just to be straight with you. They are the best systems in the world, and they simply don't work as well in this market. True fact. They're still the best systems in the world, though. This market just sucks. But they are the best, and the best you can get. Except when you add in this one little extra layer of things that just makes things a little bit more simple and keeps you on track. And that's what the system is about. It's just keeping you on track. Literally being like, if this happens, you do this. If that happens, you do that. Period. So, yeah, jump in the Discord. Sorry if the video's long. Sorry if I'm rambling. I love you. Who loves you, baby? I do. My name's Chris. I appreciate you watching to the end, and welcome to the Wheelhouse.